So what if you could stop just, giving one-off instructions to your AI and actually start building an entire team of AI experts? Well, today we're going to unpack a major upgrade that does exactly that. And trust me, it's going to fundamentally change how you work with artificial intelligence.
But okay, before we get to the really cool stuff, the solution, let's talk about a frustration that I know almost everyone has felt. We call it the AI repetition trap, and it is one of the biggest bottlenecks when you're trying to use AI to actually scale your work.
Does this sound familiar to you? You spend all this time crafting the perfect prompt, you get a fantastic result, and you're thinking, yes, I've cracked it. But then the next day, for the exact same task, you're back at square one. You have to re-explain all the context, the tone, the specific rules every single time. It's just exhausting, right?
Yeah, this is what we mean by the endless cycle of one-off outputs. You're basically starting from scratch every single time you open up a new chat window. It wastes a huge amount of your time, and honestly, what's even worse is that it leads to really inconsistent quality in your work.
Well, what if you could just break that cycle for good? That is exactly where Manus skills come in. This is a powerful, totally new way to work inside the Manus platform, and it is the solution we're going to explore right now.
There is a much, much better way to do this. It's all about creating systems, not just chasing single answers. It's about building intelligence that actually lasts.
So what exactly is a Manus skill? Let me put it this way. A typical AI prompt is kind of like hiring a temp worker for a single task. You give them instructions, they do the job, and then poof, they're gone. A Manus skill, on the other hand, is like hiring a full-time expert employee. You train them once, you give them all the documents, the knowledge, the instructions, and they can perform that role for you perfectly over and over and over again. It's a stored intelligence layer that remembers everything.
And what's really cool is just how simple it is to build your very own expert. So let's just walk through how you can create one of these AI workers for yourself right now. It's really just a straightforward 4-step process. First up, you define the role. Are you building, say, a social media content writer or maybe a customer support specialist? Second, you add the knowledge. You can upload documents, paste in your operating procedures, or add your all-time best prompts. Third, you set the instructions. This is where you really define that tone of voice, the formatting rules, and the exact steps you want it to follow. And finally, number 4, you save it and you reuse it whenever you need that expert's help. Simple as that. Okay, this brings us to a really crucial point. This isn't just some new feature, it's a fundamental shift in how you should be thinking about using AI in your business. We're moving way beyond the era of simple prompt engineering and into the age of being an AI systems architect. Let me show you the difference. The old way was just this constant loop of one-off prompts, right? And that led to inconsistent, super time-consuming work. The new way is all about building a library of reusable expert skills that deliver consistent, high-quality output every single time. You get to become a systems builder, not just a prompter. This quote right here just captures the whole thing perfectly, shifting from prompt-based to system-based AI. That's how you truly scale. It's how you stop being the bottleneck in your own business and start creating actual assets that work for you around the clock. I mean, the end goal here is incredibly empowering. You are literally building a team of specialized AI workers that know your business, that understand your processes, and can execute tasks on their own. And that allows you to focus on the bigger picture. So that's the theory, right? Let's see how this actually works in the real world. What kind of experts can you actually go out and create with this thing?
Oh man, the possibilities are huge. You could turn your standard operating procedures into a skill that trains new team members automatically. You could build a complete content creation system, define the logic for an app you're dreaming up, or even standardize all your customer support responses to make sure every single customer gets that same amazing experience.
And for our community, just think about these specific use cases for a second. Imagine having an AI mob course builder skill that knows exactly how you structure your lessons. Or what about a student support assistant that can answer common questions instantly using your exact framework and your tone? I mean, this is immediate, practical value you can use today. Are you feeling inspired yet? Good. Let's get you started. Here's how you can take your very first steps toward building your own library of AI experts. Okay, just a few key tips to make sure you succeed. First, start simple. Don't try to build 10 skills all at once. Just pick 1 or 2 core, repetitive tasks and focus there. Next, be crystal clear with your instructions. Also, remember to update the skill as your business changes. It's a living thing. And finally, Don't overload it. Clarity is always better than just dumping in massive amounts of information. A focused expert is a better expert.
So, that leaves us with one final, really important question. I want you to look at your own business, at your own repetitive tasks, and ask yourself this: what is the very first expert that you are going to build?